Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series here today on the channel. We're back on Total War Rome 2. We're back on the mod DEI, Dignitaries et Impera. We're going to be playing on the Imperator Augustus campaign as Egypt. We're going to be playing as Cleopatra's Egypt. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feel free to leave a dislike if you don't like Cleopatra or myself for whatever reason. We're starting our campaign in 41 BC. The triumvirate is on the verge of collapsing. Octavian, Lepidus, Pompey and Mark Antony are all at each other's throats. We're going to be playing as Cleopatra. We're going to be allying up with my boyfriend Mark Antony and hopefully helping him to become Emperor of all Rome while I try to rebuild the Egyptian Pharaoh Ptolemaic dynasty. So, as you can see here, we have Alexander's legacy, minus 20% resistance to foreign occupation. We also have successor conflicts, 10 plus morale for all units during battle against Hellenic factions. We have Ptolemaic enlightenment, which increases our research rate. We also have Egyptian naval prowess, increased experience rank for Egyptian ship recruits. Foreign dynasty, increased public order penalties due to the presence of foreign cultures. I am using a fair few mods for this campaign, DEI, but as we're playing with Egypt, I've had to download a reskin mod for both the faction and Cleopatra as well to get this working. We're playing on DEI, Dignitaries et Impera, with some sub-mods, and I'm also using an additional Egypt reskin mod, which I'll put in the description below. So you guys, if you would like to start your own Egyptian campaign, can play along with me. So without further ado, let's play the intros, and I'll see you guys on the campaign map then after.
We who are seen as gods have the farthest to fall. For have we not built the impossible? And for what? To share my bed with a Roman. Our alliance was born of necessity, not love. To rule as Isis, I would suckle the wolf.
They must be
But no matter how much I fed the beast, it could not be sated. I betrayed my lover, brought ruin on my brothers, murdered my sister. Any mother would have done the same. And still they will hunt you down, my son. The last of the Pharaoh.
You are my son, but I've done all I can to protect you.
The gods smile on you, Octavian. You're a good soldier.
I'm a politician.
We don't need more politicians. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
Why do you think Caesar favored you so?
I was loyal.
No, Octavian. He saw in you the potential to continue his legacy. Not to follow him, but to exceed him.
Antony cannot be trusted. His heart lies in Egypt. We must confront the reality that civil war is inevitable.
And how will bloodshed save the people of Rome?
You are not meant to save them. You are meant to lead them.
All men are troubled when their moment has come.
I am not Caesar. I don't have his strength.
The people loved him, and they will love you.
You can't think like an ordinary man. You must reach beyond mortal ambition and do what has never been done.
To survive, my son, Rome must have an emperor.
Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. Welcome to Cleopatra's Egypt. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. So for now, we currently occupy Egypt, the city of Alexandria and Memphis. We've also got some territory in the east there. To the west, we also have one region in Libya. We seem to be currently at war with some desert nomads of Nasamones, and we've also got Mark Antony's territory to the west, Judea to the east, along with some more Mark Antony's Rome territory in Tyrosh, Nabatea there, and some other desert kingdoms to the south. So I think the main objective for this series is to push westward initially. We are currently at war with Nasamones, so we should try and remove those desert nomads. To the south, we could push into Axum territory here, bringing Ethiopia into the Egyptian fold. We've also got Nabatea and Judea. Maybe taking the holy city of Jerusalem would be culturally significant for Egypt. I don't particularly want to push eastward too much against Parthia, but that could be the play. I think we need to help, ally, and supply my soon-to-be husband, Mark Antony, and I will not rest until him, myself, sit on the throne of Rome. So I think we should continue to go westward, build a Egyptian Cleopatra Ptolemy Egypt, bring back an Egyptian empire, take North Africa for myself. I think that's what we should do. So we'll try and get rid of some of these desert nomads, consolidate, build up our economic might in Egypt, and further get our sort of reliance on Mark Antony. We'll try and whittle that away. Emperor, we will try and marry off to him in today's episode as well. So we'll go after Nasamones and try and seize their territory. It's not too bad, this. A little bit of, yeah, about 2,000 there. I think it's about 1,000 in that one from what I can remember. And, yeah, so after we get rid of them, I think we should push after Lepidus or Lepidus, have the siege of Carthage, try and bring North Africa under Egyptian control. Once we've finished off Lepidus, we should push for Pompey Magnus, take the island of Sicily, and have the siege of Syracuse. I'm sure once we sort of push on the boot of Italy, Octavian Caesar will be keen to throw us back, and we might have some more wars along the way. We could even betray my soon-to-be husband, Mark Antony. But let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that sort of initial plan. So as you can see, we're playing as Cleopatra, 5 units. She's got she's got a chariot there, of course. Looking at the family tree, for some reason I do have a general as my adopted father. I guess that's because of the base. I'm using base campaign. I'm using a lot of mods. Unfortunately, I don't have my child Caesarion. That's it. The son of Titus Pullo. You've been watching HBO Rome. I mean the son of Gaius Julius Caesar, of course. Summary, we're currently the Ptolemaic dynasty, and we have the Greek families which we have to worry about, of course. Not really too much else we can do here for now. So let's dive into diplomacy and see what we're working with. So we are technically a client state of Mark Antony, however we do have our own higher level of autonomy, you could say, as we can declare war and trade with other factions without the sort of traditional constraints of a vassal. So we're going to negotiate with Mark Antony for a marriage. So I'm going to marry Cleopatra to Marcus Antonius, the Emperor of Antony's Rome. So to do that, I think I'm going to have to offer a dowry of somewhat, so we'll try offer that because Rome 2 is a bit of a pain. So 3,000, I want to get this done. We have 26k in the bank. The marriage between Pharaoh, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony is accepted. So as you can see now, Mark Antony is a part of our family tree. Once we have some children, we can designate an heir. Unfortunately, we can't actually control Mark Antony in this series. We're going to be essentially his Egyptian holdings and conquest for now. Sweet. Alright, diplomacy-wise, let's have a look what else we're working with. So, Axum in the south. We'll try and get some non-aggression pacts and maybe some military access where we can. That's now been accepted. Looking at some more desert nomads. Trade and non-aggression. Oh, okay. Maybe military access. Would you be able to give me a payment on top of that just to increase our Egyptian coffers? Oh, it looks like they're going to probably nearly give me we'll go 2,100, so here we go. They countered that, so let's try and get what I was asking for before back on the table. And we'll go like 1.5. Hey, huzzah! Accepted. Himya. Let's have a look at you. Weren't you a Jewish faction? Oh, I guess in this you're a desert nomadic. I think in Total War Attila, they're a Jewish faction. Because, yeah, Judea must be as well. When they're like one of the two or very few Jewish factions you can play as in Total, which is quite cool. Where are we looking? So we're probably going to be able to get a decent payment as well from Himya. Trade, non-aggression, a pact. The more relations we can get on the board, the better. So it does look like Jerusalem wants to have some non-aggression. Look, even though I want to conquer the city, and it's only... what? Yeah, it's an only region, isn't it? We're not going to be able to bypass that client state pact. Even though I'd like a land border with Mark Antony to increase trade and tariffs, because he's got northern Syria and Cyprus under his control. For now, what I will do is I will make a trade pact, but we might be able to bypass that military alliance somehow. If Nabatea or the Georgians, or like the men of Petra, declare war upon them. Alright, just leave it like that for now. No, they're really not interested in that. I want to try and get a payment out of them. Yep, that's been accepted. Yeah, I don't feel like in this series my destiny lies east. It lies westward with my now husband, Mark Antony, because you really can get bogged down in Parthian wars. Maybe playing as Parthia, maybe playing a Parthian campaign in the future might be cool, because they had some really fascinating and interesting wars against Mark Antony in real life. Maybe carving an Eastern Kingdom would be cool. We could even play Empire Divided as well, so I'm still yet to let's play that particular mod as well. Maybe playing as Gallic Rome or Aurelian. Let me know in the comments. Okay, that's done. Let's have a look at our tech. We've got Greek unit upgrades. Eventually we want to go down to professional soldiery, but I think for now we want to go with legal institutions and economic archive to get the loyalty, tax rate, and public order buff. Every time I think of Cleopatra, I think of one of my favourite facts, that the time between the birth of Cleopatra in the iPhone is less than the creation of the pyramids to Cleopatra's birth. Like, Egypt has been around for so long, depending who you're asking, 10 to 20,000 years. Who knows who built the pyramids? Aliens? Maybe. I'm joking. Oh, God. I'm not going to open that can of worms in the comments. Right, let's have a look at what we're building with in Alexandria. So we've got three options here. Fortified, commercial, Alexandria, heir to Alexander. Trade and wealth. Fortified and prepared. Look, I think we'll go with commercial. I think it's probably our best bet. We're also going to expand the city of Alexandria itself. So, I think building a subterranean aqueduct, getting public order, sanitation, and growth is the smart play. And then potentially a grain pit as well. Okay, what do we have at our disposal? I want to make, of course, Egypt the breadbasket of our empire. So we've got an iron mine in the south. In Memphis, we can get grain. And we also can get, what is this, milk or is it salt? Salt. A salt mine in the east. Let's grab that. What about here as well? Potentially a homestead might be an idea, because we are going to need food. Maybe a muster field is probably a good idea. And we'll upgrade our grain supply there and our salt. But to be honest, we want to try and recruit as well. Further in the south, we do have an army here. 2 units of light Greek cavalry. 2 units of Egyptian javelinmen, 1 unit of chosen native Egyptian pikemen, and a chariot. Look, this army here defending my southern border, I'm quite happy with that. Up in the north, it looks like we've got a spy at our disposal. We could go and have a spy on Jerusalem, but even though I want to attack them, I just don't think we can. So what I'll do instead is I'll push my spy westward to see what's happening against the Nasamones. We want to try and consolidate our rule. Okay, and there's not really much else we can do here. We do have some more forces there. So let's send you over, and we'll try and get you to rally up with Cleopatra. We'll bring this in. And can Cleopatra make her way back? No, she can't make her way back there, which is a shame. No matter, we can sit here. Okay, let's have a look at recruitment for Cleopatra. So, in our army build and recruitment, we can get a really nice hybrid of Hellenic Greek units and ethnically Egyptians. In this, we are technically Hellenic, as that's what Cleopatra's blood is. Here's the reskin, of course. But as you can see, our populace is the Egyptian culture. Slowly but surely, we'll transfer it over to Hellenic. Okay, looking at our army builds, we can get Sarissa Lancers, Egyptian Cataphracts, wow, Ptolemaic Cavalry, Thracian Cavalry, Tarentine Cavalry, Egyptian Royal Pikemen, Thorax Hellenic Royal Guard Pikemen, Egyptian Pikemen, that's cool. Egyptian Thorax Swordsman. Oh, let's get a couple of those. I think they're probably going to be the bread and butter of our campaign. How many can we get within Egypt? Oh, wow, 6. Well, let's ease up on that. Let's go with 4. And I think probably getting some Egyptian Cataphracts is probably our way. Also, just some Egyptian Infantry, Ptolemaic Swordsmen, Thorax Spears, Peltasts, some Egyptian Bowmen, and some Slingers. But already, looking at the initial recruitment and army build, what we can build from, we can get some really cool hybrid units. So already, we've got 4 pikemen. They're not going to be good in a siege. On the field, they're fantastic. We've got Cleopatra as a chariot unit, which should be cool and unique. We've got some light Greek cavalry and some slingers. We've got some Egyptian thorax swordsmen coming on their way now, along with some Egyptian cataphracts. And we should be able to push a fight here. It's actually more Hellenic here in the desert than it is sort of on the northern provinces there. Okay, having a look at this as well. We could expand this, but I don't think I have the finances to do so, because I've been playing a lot of the Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign, and I forget that slums build in DEI. And as we have this entire region of Egypt, we're going to be able to install an edict as well. So, what are we looking at? Party loyalty is really good, but for now we're safe, so we don't need to go with that. I think a 15% tax rate, because, yeah, we're getting 4,500 in our entire region there. So let's go with the tax rate buff, and let's end the turn and continue. The first turn of the Egyptian Cleopatra campaign. Antony, Pompey, Lepidus, and Octavian on the move. So yeah, we'll try to take North Africa, bring it under our control, take the city of Carthage, Syracuse. They want peace. NASA, do they? No, thank you. We want to conquer those lands initially and early, and then we can start slowly but surely pushing westward. Okay, so the quartermaster's report has come in, and those thorax swordsmen we have. Antony has declared war upon them. Really? And the tax harvest has been issued. We can't somehow squeeze some money out of my husband. No, I just don't think they're really interested. That's fair enough. Okay, let's push to the border here. How far away until we get there? Do we have enough to go for it? I could have a look at mercenaries. Egyptian bands. Mercenaries there. Can we get any other different mercenaries here? Ooh! Mercenary African elephants. For 5,600, 650 per turn? That's crazy. But I guess they're like really strong in DEI. Let's start off with just getting some slingers here. And infantry, just to sort of... Actually, not infantry. Let's get some of this, actually. Let's just get some African Libyan levies, just to hold there and protect it. Alright, you can continue to push to the desert. And it looks like they've got 5 units here. Levy spears, Ethiopian archers. And they have a small garrison there as well of 8. So that's 13 units. And we have 16. So we might just need to push to the border and get that last lot of Egyptian cataphracts and some thorax swords as well. We'll stop the recruitment of them. But yeah, just need to get that last lot of thorax swords. We might, now that the general's in there, we might as well just completely stop and focus on that instead. So, how many of those can we get? Nearly max. 3 will be enough. We just need more swords. If it does get pushed to an eventual siege and you can hold in the south. We've got a little bit of public order issue, but that's okay because we'll eventually convert it to Hellenic. So Cleopatra has 2,880 soldiers mustering and under her command. Okay, I think we're ready to end the turn and continue. And how many turns away are we? Probably 2 before pushing against the desert nomads. Alrighty, let's end the turn and continue. But I don't reckon we're gonna have to deal with Rome just for a little bit. We're gonna be able to. Oh, as I say that, God damn it! I can't believe I've just jinxed myself, like literally big time. So Mark Antony is defending, right? Pompey Magnus has declared war upon the great Mark Antony. Mark Antony has a choice to bring in his allies and puppets of myself, Egypt, Armenia, Galatia, Nabatea, and Pontus. We shall enter war on allies' side, decline and break alliance. I guess we could be at war with Mark Antony. I don't know how that would work if my husband, I become at war with him, even though he's technically still within my family tree. We shall see. Oh wow, this is massive. Client state declares independence. Judea from Mark Antony's Rome. Maybe we should double back and go go east instead of west. This faction refuses protection of its overlord and is no longer a client state. Faction encountered Pompey's Rome. Huh. We are so close to hitting them there. Doubling back, is it worth it? 2,300, 1.3, and we can take Jerusalem and border with Mark Antony. Look, you know what, guys? I know it's a little bit early, but Deus Vult. We will take Jerusalem. Let's move back. I just wish you could sort of force march in DEI. It just saves time more than anything. We'll get that one more unit of Cataphractoi. I might even peace out with them. Are they interested? Hi. Maybe just give me a payment for peace. Because I don't want Alexandria to fall. And they'll give us a payment. Because I reckon we're probably going to be 12 turns. You never know. Right. You can still hold here. Let's get those African levies in. And those slingers eventually. You're still mobilizing as well. And you here on the southern border, posturing, I'm really quite happy with. Alright, let's burn some turns and head for the city of Jerusalem. Hopefully they haven't built up too much. I've got an option to reallocate my spy, but I think we can see enough sort of intelligence. And Lepidus has declared war upon Antony as well. Let's enter war on ally side. You want to stay with Marky Boy? Markiplier? I don't fucking know. As long as we can. And we haven't even found Octavian yet, so maybe that won't come to play. Alright, let's move to the border here. Okay, so what's inside? 9 units, plus the Jerusalem garrison of 1 hoplite, 3 Greek militia, some citizens and archers. I just don't know what that is. The Cyclops Slayers. Doesn't sound awfully Jewish, I don't know. And we'll expand this to a homestead as well, and that can be recruiting. So at the moment, we're only at war with Lepidus and Pompey. We can't make any peace, can we? I doubt that there's going to be a roaming stack south, but I guess you never know. Let's burn another turn. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So we can't actually siege out Jerusalem, Judea in one turn if we want to. They're not at war with anyone. They don't have any military pacts. So what I could do is declare war upon them and try and get them to force and sally out against me. Everything else is good here. My spy's gone up in stats during the end turn phase. What's good with spies now? Unlocking. I really just like line of sight because I don't particularly like to attach spies particularly to armies. I prefer champions. We can get some dignitaries as well. How much do they cost? 2,200. Because we do need to increase our stuff as well. Yeah, I forgot to do that. I probably should have gotten that instead of a unit of cataphractoi potentially. We'll keep you here in the desert, that's fine. What I'm going to do with you now, I think we should declare war straight up. Declare war, your allies, theirs. So we're not like bringing Mark Antony or anything into it, no. So we'll declare war upon Judea straight up. And Mark Antony has nothing to do with this. So we'll push to the border there. That's as close as what we can get. We are in striking range. Yeah, I guess we could have gone further in. Patrol stance, line of sight, replenishment, upkeep. I mean, no, we don't do any of that stuff. I was thinking we might be able to do a cheeky quick raid or something. But we're going to have to spend one more turn. We want to try and get at war with Judea as quickly as possible. If they sally out against me and force an open field battle, that might be sort of towards my favour a little bit more, as this hybrid army does have good Egyptian cataphracts, pikes, but in the reverse of that, if we do need to push the siege of Jerusalem, we do have enough Egyptian swordsmen to siege it. And it looks like they're just trying to hold that. So they're not going to be aggressive and push us. 13 units against 12 there. Alright, let's siege the city of Jerusalem here now with Cleopatra. And it does look like the odds are in my favour. We can try and siege it out for one turn and bring an additional unit of battering rams and trying to decrease the initial garrison. We have 3,580 to 4,000 men of Judea. They've got some hoplites there, some Jewish peltasts, and Greek militia inside. There's no harm in ending the turn and continue. We are suffering attrition though, but we might be able to whittle down some arrow towers and make sure everything's fine there. We might be able to break down the walls slightly, break down some arrow towers, and then we do get a battering ram itself, and that does give them a chance to potentially attack us as well, because you always want to try and play a field battle rather than an offensive siege. Okay, let's have a look at the tree for this. Now, who is this exactly? Looking at the family tree. General. Okay, so you're technically like, for some reason you're my father in this, and you're just another noble. So, we can go down sort of more economical sort of stuff. Potentially even like movement. You're not a higher ranking official, you're not going to be doing most of the fighting and the dying, I guess, so we'll try and spread it out like that. Because you want your family members to be leading from the front, to remain control and not have a Egyptian Hellenic civil war on our hands. But even though we're sieging out Jerusalem now to get that battering ram, hopefully, even though we're going to lose casualties due to attrition, hopefully that 1-2-300 trade-off. Oh! They've attacked us here. Yeah, you were defending against Judea in the grassland. Oh, they're going to push us. They're not going to force the siege. We've got them exactly where we want them. Let's chuck a quick save. And as they've attacked us on their turn, we haven't gone back to ours and suffered the attrition. 2 armies coming in. This is exactly where we want them. Alrighty, let's fight this one on the field. The brave men of Judea are marching out for the Battle of Jerusalem 41 BC. Cleopatra here today can take the holy city of Jerusalem. Culturally, massively significant for the East, and we're going to be able to get a really nice cushion of 2,100 if we win, and also we have a land trade route with Mark Antony. going all the way down from his northern holdings in Syria and Cyprus to Alexandria itself. So looking at Judea, the Cyclops Slayers, 3 units of pikes. We have cavalry supremacy. They probably have archer supremacy, being able to arc their shots up over their line. However, we do have slingers, and slingers in Total War Rome 2, especially in DEI, are quite powerful as well. But I can't wait to use our heavy cataphractoi. We could even get Cleopatra into the mix. What do you guys think with their chariots? Okay guys, welcome to the battlefield. Let's get stuck and right into it. Okay, so what we want to do with our pikes is allow them to occupy the center. Then we'll put our swordsmen on the flanks, roughly. And that should make it like this. Okay, sweet. Skirmishers can be in the second row. Further at the back. Cavalry can occupy the left and right position. As we haven't had a child yet, I don't want to risk Cleopatra dying. So as much as I would like her to lead from the front with her chariots, I don't want to risk it. But here she is, the woman of the hour, Cleopatra on her chariot. And with her reskin. In the vanilla version of the game, she has this golden helm, but I kind of wanted to have the black hairstyle a little bit closer to that of the HBO Rome. Here are her general's bodyguard. Here, of course, heavily influenced by sort of the Eastern chariots here, but then the Alexandria Macedonian heavy cavalry. Alright, let's have a look at these units, because we're going to be seeing them for the first time. Here are the Egyptian heavy cavalry. These guys look badass, if I do say so myself, with their Hellenic influence. Swordsmen here on the flanks with peltasts. Second line here with our archers. Yeah, so some of them look more Greek, and then some of them look Egyptian with those sort of helms and headwear. It's a really nice mix, this reskin mod. And here are our Egyptian pikes as well. You can see it's Egyptian soldier there, a more sort of Greek Hellenic officer there, and then the standard bearer there, holding the banner of the great house of Ptolemy. And then we've got like our lighter Greeks over here, next to our cataphractoi as well. Cataphractoi? Cataphracts. Keep on saying cataphractoi because of the Byzantiums. Right. Start battle. Yeah, let's go. They are attacking us though, aren't they? So we don't even have to charge if we don't want to. Alright, let's rotate and move over, and let's have a look at the brave men of Judea pushing out here. Oh yeah, there we go. On the shield. Oh, that's cool. Alright, what else we got here? They're pushing up there. I just want to sort of catch these units just before they sort of push aggressively on us. And there is their cavalry as well. And what's this there? Oh, okay, just some heavier hoplites swelling their ranks. Cool, I need to turn that advisor off. Mark Strong, as much as I love you, you need to shut up. Alright, let's move and rotate here as well. Swing around our cavalry. Alright, let's move here as well. Now, one of the sub-mods I am using for this DEI campaign is just to speed up battles slightly. As much as I love this mod DEI, there's some features in it. Oh, yeah, we need to go for this, right? Because their reinforcements are coming in, aren't they? So we need to really make a punch on this. So they need to deal with this. The point I was trying to make real quick was some of the mods just add on unnecessary time. Like, I wish he still had a forced march to circumnavigate the map. And sometimes the battles just drag on way too much and turn into a grind fest. Okay, so we've managed to get rid of their... not quite, actually. We've gotten rid of half of their cavalry. I want to try and go for their general if we can. Swing this way. Right, go for that. Everyone's holding their front line there. You can swing this way. So let's have a Egyptian charge against their hoplites. Hit them from all sides. We should be able to rout that. Even though they are heavier. You need to go here. Heavier units. So their infantry is hitting our pikes now. And some of our other units. They're pushing really far in. Hold the line, men. Right, is this routing it all yet? Okay, 60. We need to cycle charge it a lot more. Maybe even go out against their archers. Why are they sitting there so much? Okay, only 50 we did, so we're not enough to sort of stay there too long. Okay, we need to start running down some of their slingers here. God, we're just getting caught massively, I think. Okay, everyone else holding theirs fine. My skirmishers are hitting theirs. We're running down them where we can. Right, pick a unit there. Yeah, swing this way more if you can. So, they're starting to hit our Egyptian front line. Our Egyptian swordsmen are holding. Well, the brave men of Judea fight off the Egyptians. Even some of them have golden helms. More reinforcements coming there. Make sure they don't come back. Push down against them. You swing around this way, please. Maybe cycle charge into the back of that. You're still pushing for this. You can cycle charge into this. Maybe you guys can come down here. That cavalry is chasing us so quick. But maybe hitting these guys, just giving our Egyptian swordsmen some release. Release and relief. There we go. That should be enough. And then we'll allow skirmishers to cover the guys charging in the back. Right, you push this way now more. You push and rotate here. Cleopatra seems to be skirmishing. And we'll slightly move up as well, so we can drop some abilities and buffs. Alright, rotate my cavalry out now. That charge wasn't too bad. We'll continue to cycle charge where we can. You move there now. Alright, let's drop a rally and an inspire. But already, our cataphracts are making... they're definitely earning their pay. And earning their worth. Some of the lighter ones are getting a little bit exhausted there. Okay, you can maybe swing around this way. Once they commit all their swordsmen here, we'll try and flank. Let's try and run them down there. So we still seem to be holding. The beauty is, they attacked us, so we just need to hold back. What's that there? That's just a general unit. Swing this way. Try and catch and run down as many of them as you can. It nearly looks like all of their infantry has committed. We might be able to go after them. So you can go after that. You're running down that fine. You go after something like that. You go after this as well. They're now breaking as well. Yeah, let's go with a charge. So you can counter charge this. You three deploy this way. And start slowly making your way down this line. Okay, that's fine. You're going after them. You're going after this. You can change and go after that. You're going after that fine as well. Alright, move, men, quickly now. Rotate. And once you're there, pick a unit to hit and surround. You go for that. And I'll allow you to move more centrally. Push for that as well. You go further down the front line and make your way there. No one's been caught by spearmen there. They have slightly moved back here. It looks like my lighter cavalry has been caught there. But if we can make our way down this front line... Some of them have golden Egyptian helms. That's so cool. Push, man. They're really holding there with the shield wall of some of the ethnic Greeks. Okay, how's our cavalry doing now? They're going after them fine. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, they're getting hit from behind. Damn, man, these archers are making us work for this. Right. Oh, they were just getting him in the rear. That's so bad. Alright, you push there then. You're chasing down them. Yeah, push down here and help, please. Because we've got to be careful, because they do numerically outnumber us. As much as the Egyptian cataphracts are heavy cavalry and are excellent, if they get caught, especially at arrow towers in the rear, arrow fire in the rear, they turn into pin cushions. They turn into porcupines. Right, they're now holding all right there. No one else is getting caught there by the look of it. And they're okay. Right, and what seems to be holding here? A unit of Greek hoplites, very heavy phalanx. Okay. So you push into that, you charge into the back of that. Yeah, let's get a charge down there. Come on, brave Egyptians. Carve them up. Some of them are pikes, that's why. Okay, they're not getting... Right, that's alright. There's actually not many... I think we should probably try and allow my cataphracts just to chill a bit now, because they are just so depleted. Because some of them got caught in weird areas. Okay, they're now completely routing. Allow my skirmishers to push up. You can push for that because that's far and away. Actually, we can get Cleopatra in. Because she now has a full unit there. Oh, they broke them! Really? Heavy melee cavalry. Maybe I'm just sort of overly committing at them and thinking them a lot better than what they are. Aim for the general unit there. Cleopatra can really run down these other units here. Actually, what she can do is she can target this, can't she? Because she's got her own spears and stuff. Fall back there. Yeah, she's got her own javelins. Maybe trying to hit it from the side might be a good idea. Oh, she's already used them. Yeah, let's go for it here. Charge! Even got like the scythes on the side as well. Fall out. Oh yeah, our skirmishers are smashing them. Right, swing around. We lost a lot of chariots there actually. A lot more than what I'd like. Alright. Get rid of them. You gotta give it to Judea. They seem to be holding out tremendously well. We'll form up there further at the back. Let's speed things up now. Try and skirmish that a little bit. Also, this was a bit of a test run of this faction as much as I play Total War, to learn sort of the ins and outs of a faction. Sometimes you just need to sort of go in blind, let's say. Alright. The problem is in Rome 2 you can't see some of them sometimes. They're just going to get out of the zone there. We're only going to be able to like run down these initial ones here. I probably should have gone for that because there's more Greeks there. Go quick, 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 quick. Cleopatra, please. Run them down. I wonder if she's going to be able to make it there on time. Wherever she is. Oh no. Is she not there? We didn't kill her, did we? Oh no, there she is. Whew! She's decided to plant herself on the left of the unit. But she is bloodied. She could have got taken out if we weren't careful there, I guess. Anyway, let's end there. A close victory for the Egyptians. We deployed 3,580, lost 933 on the battle map. Judea deployed 3,890, lost 3,308. Looking at the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted, We managed to get 105 with Cleopatra. The heavy Cataphracts Egyptian variant, even though they got 370, 176, 238 kills, they did suffer heavy casualties. My swordsman did really well, 196, 124, even one got as high as 233 unit kills. My pikes did sustain heavy casualties just due to their exposure and lack of resistance to skirmish and arrow fire with their small shields and large pikes. Even some of them got 113 as high as 175. Some of them that got targeted lost half, if not more, of their entire unit. Slingers did really well. If you're on a tight a shoestring budget, they're quite good, especially for field battles. 169, 181. For a siege, you're better off having archers so you can arc your shot. Alright, let's have a look at the men of Judea. 108, 73. Some of our men did get caught from the reinforcing army, and I tried to sort of allow my cataphracts to surround and hit a unit from all sides to rout it. It does work in Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, but maybe not as much in DEI. Skirmishes ripped through us there, 130, 128. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. We've thrown back the brave men of Jerusalem with a close battle. The Cyclops Slayers and the Garrison Army have been defeated, and we haven't lost any of the entirety of ours. So we've got a couple of options here. We can kill the captives, we can enslave, or ransom. Enslave, kill, ransom. 607. Look, you know what? Let's kill the captives and take the city of Jerusalem. Cleopatra conquering it. Fantastic. Oh, for some reason we just didn't pop over and take it there. Hopefully no one snipes it. Well, the garrison is severely weak there. No, they're still going to make me push a siege. 357 brave men holding out. Okay, Jerusalem is now under the control of Cleopatra of Egypt. Fantastic. And luckily, I was so close there. My counterfacts nearly got taken. We shall occupy the city of Jerusalem, and the faction of Judea is no more. Let's break down their religious buildings and get some consecrated gowns there, and let's break down Jerusalem as well, the muster field in Jerusalem as well, because I have no ambition of making this a military outpost, so I'm going to need to get food and stuff here. And now we border with Petra, and we probably... Oh, we already are trading with them through a port. I thought it might be a little bit different than we got there now. Anyway, we've taken Jerusalem here today. So unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this Total War Rome 2 DEI mod, Imperator Augustus Cleopatra Egyptian campaign, it's a mouthful, I know. Feel free to leave the video a like. It really does help out the channel a bunch, and it allows me to do more campaigns. If you want to see more Rome 2, just simply support it. Leave a comment. Let me know feedback and suggestions. If you don't, even leaving a dislike helps. It lets me gauge the subscriber base. If you guys want to see more of this, maybe more Total Rotilla, 1212 AD, Paradox games, let me know in the comments. So we started off potentially going against the desert nomads, against the Nasamones, but with a change of events due to Judea declaring their independence, we had to double eastward, which is interesting. So in episode 2, we've got a couple of options. We could maybe take a break from sort of going against Rome. We maybe could push south and deal with Axum and some of the southern kingdoms. We could go east a little bit, maybe taking Nambatia, but I think going after Nasamones, Lepidus, Pompey, Rome is sort of and then Octavian is a really nice sort of progression up that way, and we always can betray my husband, Mark Antony, as well. Thanks for watching the Cleopatra campaign, guys. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.